I cannot believe that this whole entire situation between Santos and Brianna Olsen is legit. My mind is still blown by this. If you guys checked out my other video before talking about them announcing their pregnancy, like obviously I was a little bit skeptical and I was like, you know what? I do always leave a little bit of room for this to be a skit, for this to be, something for clickbait. And I did say in there though, I was like, you know what? Everything that I've been seeing though, it seems legit. Like it seems like she really is pregnant. Well, check this out. Just last night, actually, I was scrolling through TikTok and I did see a clip of them going to go to get a sonogram, I think it's called, or like, like the little 3D one that they do where they like print out the video or whatever. I saw her doing that. So I'm like convinced now. Do you know what I mean? I guess maybe I shouldn't be fully convinced because obviously, yes, we do know at the end of the day, like Brianna Olsen has obviously been known to, hype up these skits and do crazy stuff for views. But after seeing that, I was like, oh, like that means that she would have to like hire like a sonogram tech or something. Do you know what I'm saying? Like she would have to hire somebody else to like do this to like go along with their whole little skit. And I'm just like, oh, I think that would end up being too much. So I'm really thinking this is fully legit at this point. Within today's video, we're going to be talking about 2K because, oh my gosh, he's popping up a lot right now on TikTok because so many people are asking him how he feels about Brianna Olsen being pregnant with Santos, which I gotta keep it real with you guys. If you guys like have kept along with all of their stuff, it's so crazy that at first it seemed like Santos and 2K were low-key friends. They used to go live together. This was before he started like hanging out with Brianna Olsen and stuff like that. They used to go live, they would battle, and it really did seem like 2K was giving him fatherly advice and telling him what to do like as a father to help out with his daughter and things like this. But then obviously everything flipped as soon as Santos started hanging out with Brianna Olsen, and then obviously now they got beef and now they don't like each other. Santos is always talking about 2K, and then of course in return 2K is going to talk about him. But now a lot of people are questioning it, and I do have to say, or sorry, questioning 2K, I should say, not it. I do have to say this. I think that he is handling everything nicely. Do you know what I'm saying? I gotta keep it real though, okay, because I am going to be playing a clip within today's video to where like Brianna Olsen like saw clips of him talking about things. And she even said, she was like, yeah, of course, like the messages that he was saying sounds all nice, but like it's not true. You know what I mean? So I am always a little bit curious to know, like, is 2K one of those people that like he seems really, really sweet, but then maybe he's not? Because honestly, y'all, like everything that he was saying, he's like, of course, like I'm gonna let their kid around Winter, like that's gonna be, his brother, like he's gonna be a big brother. Like everything that he was saying was like super, super sweet. But then I really do wonder, is Brianna Olsen like that fake of a person? Is she really that malicious of a person to like get up on the internet and like say all these things? Also, this is low-key a little bit of a follow-up about the situation. If you guys did not see my previous video to where I had talked about Brianna Olsen speaking out about 2K, to where she made some very serious allegations about him. He actually saw those clips and he was talking about it, and he's saying that it is fake. I was a little bit skeptical about that too, because I was like, wait, like if he full on gave her a black eye, like where's like, how come he wasn't arrested? Like if she's saying all of these things, like I just don't know with her. You guys know that I always say like I find her to be very entertaining and I find her to be super funny, but then at the same time she really is a liar. Like straight up, like she really does lie a lot and she really does make up a lot of stuff. So I think that it sucks though when people say things like this, but also at the same time too, I was thinking about it and I was reading some people's comments speaking about the whole DV allegations that she came out with against him. And a lot of people were saying like, wait, like if he's saying that it's not true, why wouldn't he just like sue her for defamation? But the more that I like look into suing somebody for defamation, it seems to be a very, very hard lawsuit to win. Because say for example, like if he were to sue her like for, oh, she's lying on my name saying that I hit her, blah, 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 he would have to have like physical proof that he's never touched her. And obviously that would be completely, unobtainable. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's almost as if he would have to have 24-hour camera footage of every day that they were together. Do you know what I'm saying? To be able to prove that, oh, he didn't, because of course it's her word against his word. And that's just something that is not going to hold up in the court of law. Do you know what I'm saying? And even say, for example, if she really did in fact have like a picture or a video, like with a black eye or something like that, a lot of people were saying, well, oh, she was getting cosmetic surgery, a nose job. She got the under eye situation. Do you know what I'm saying? By the way, she got the under eye situation. If you guys don't remember, I actually even put it in one of my thumbnails. I thought that was from the fight with Vale. It turns out, no, she ended up getting like under eye, like not filler, but like something to help with the darkness underneath her eyes. And I'm just like, oh, it turns out that was part of, the healing process of that. So that would be another thing, like even if she did have a picture, like that necessarily can't hold up in a court of law because you can't prove that he actually swung on her. You would need like a video or something like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, it really does suck if, she's lying about this, because I'm like, that sucks, because I would hope, honestly, and maybe this is me just being a little bit too optimistic here. I would hope that within time, if she's having a baby, like, honestly, I really do hope that she does grow up. Do you know what I'm saying? I really would hope that they would be able to have like a good co-parenting relationship, because I think it's going to suck for Winter and his soon-to-be brother or sister to not be able to have a relationship because they just can't get along. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I do want to go ahead and start this clip off by playing it from 2K. Check it out.
Did you see the pregnancy announcement? Yes, and I just hope it's a healthy pregnancy. I don't think that there's anything wrong with it. I think only good things come from having a baby. And if she's having a baby, I mean, what am I supposed to say? Like, I don't give a, like, bro, like, why focus on, I don't know, like, I can't say anything else other than, I mean, like good for her, you know? I mean, like good for her and her partner. And I'm not really trying to say that it doesn't have anything to do with me, because that will be Winter's family, you know? That will be Winter's family, and we're gonna accept it. But this don't affect me negatively at all. It doesn't affect me negatively at all.
All right, y'all. And then everybody has been hitting me up about Bree's pregnancy announcement. You know, congratulations to them. I don't necessarily say that it doesn't have anything to do with me, because, you know, that will be Winter's family. Winter will have a sibling. So I don't want to come here and say, like, I don't care, like, it doesn't have anything to do with me, because Winter's my whole world. And whatever Bree has decided to do to add to it, you know, we're going to welcome, we're going to be open arms about it, you know. I feel like a lot of people were expecting me to clap back or to be angry, when I can understand that, because that's who I used to be in my initial reaction of my content or whatever, but that's not who I am or who I'm gonna be. So, and plus, you know, a baby, nothing bad comes with the baby. So I really don't have anything to say that I thought people were expecting to say.
I pieced together those two different clips right there so that you guys can obviously see that when people were saying like, oh, how does he feel about the whole pregnancy announcement? Like, honestly, I feel like he was super kind about it. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, you know, we do got to keep it a little bit real. Everything that I've seen of 2K so far, honestly, I really do. I could see how people call him arrogant. That I totally get. But from everything that I've seen of him, he seems like a legit nice guy. I think that like Brianna Olsen is the only person who's saying that he's not. But we do got to keep a little bit of room for, hey, maybe he just knows how to act in front of the camera. Maybe he knows exactly what words to choose to make him look like the good guy. Do you know what I'm saying? Because what if when it comes down to it, like, what if he doesn't, you know, want Winter to be around them or whatever? Do you know what I mean? Which I think would be really unfortunate, because I think that it is important to grow up with your sibling. Do you know what I mean? So I think that they need to get it together. Honestly, they really do, because I feel like, damn, they just got way too much beef, and now it's time to just, like, let it go. It's been so long now. They've been going through this whole court battle, and I'm like, you know what? If, you know, she is in fact having a new kid, like, I don't know. They should just really just, like, drop everything, but clearly it's a whole mess. I do want to go ahead and play another clip, though, to where he was talking about, like, towards Santos, because it is kind of crazy that Santos and Brianna Olsen, from what I see, I got to keep it real with you guys, and I've been obviously doing like Brianna Olsen and 2K videos for so long now. Every time that I see everything, it's always started by Brianna Olsen or Santos. Like, it's very, actually, like, I can't even remember one time to where 2K got up on the internet and was like bashing them or talking about them first. Every single time he talks about them, it's in response to them. So I think that it kind of like sucks, because you guys saw from right there that he was like, you know, seeming very like, you know, peaceful about it. Like, he's not hating on it. He's like, good for them. Like, I hope that her pregnancy is healthy and happy and all those things. You know what I'm saying? But then obviously Santos wants to go ahead and talk trash. And I got to keep it real, okay? Because like, even he says, like, he said this multiple times too, he finds it weird that like they're together, but Brianna Olsen is always talking about 2K. Low-key, if I was Santos, I'd be pressed about that too. Like, why are you always talking about 2K? Like, oh my gosh, you guys have been broken up for how long now? Like, why are you always talking about him? I don't know if she specifically does that because she knows that is what like gets clipped the most and that what, you know, gets people talking the most. You know what I'm saying? But I would, if I was Santos, I'd be like, okay, can we stop talking about your ex? Because damn, like, in my head, I'd be like, are you not over him? But maybe they both have a mutual understanding of like, hey, like, we're going to keep on, you know, talking about him because it brings in the views and people obviously want to keep up with this. But you guys are going to see in this next clip where he was kind of like responding to Santos. Check it out.
You can't expect to give my son a sibling and then not think that I'm going to speak on it. Bro, don't pick my baby mama then. You get what I'm saying? What the f***? You're not even strong enough mentally to f*** a girl like her. That's why you're always on the internet crying. Like, bro. Like, quit f***ing, like, bro, y'all have a whole f***ing baby. Quit making me the main topic. And ain't no way you hitting that shit right, bro. Y'all ain't no way y'all making enough money. Cause why the am I the main character? Like why every relationship I'm the main character? How the get brought up in every relationship? How does not one single dude you've been with make you forget about me? Like, damn. This person said, "Where's your son?" On the way to see his mom for the 2 hours.
There y'all saw from right there. He got like, you know, a valid response towards Santos. I just feel like, oof. And it is true, like Santos do be up on the internet crying a lot. So I'm just kind of like, ugh. I feel, okay, it's time for them to show that they're growing up. Look, I get it at the end of the day. I feel like for them, this is like easy views, you know, for them to be beefing back and forth because obviously this is how they get the views up. I get it. But being that, you know, they're bringing a kid into the world, winter's already here. Like, I feel like, okay, maybe it's time to start making amends and start like, you know, letting the drama die down and maybe start having some beef with somebody else. Maybe, you know, find some other ways to get some attention on the internet to get them views up, because I don't know, I really do feel like if you continue having this beef on the internet, then you guys aren't really going to be able to have like a good, healthy co-parenting relationship. And I would love for them to have a good, healthy co-parenting relationship, especially because, you know, they're bringing Winter's sibling into the world. You know what I'm saying? I do want to go ahead and play one last clip right here to where Brianna Olsen is kind of like responding, you know, to 2K's you know, reaction of her being pregnant. But you guys are going to hear her say that she's like, well, you know, yeah, it sounds nice, but is it really true? I take everything that she says with a grain of salt, okay? Because obviously after covering all of her drama for all these months now, I really have noticed that, you know, yes, she is entertaining, yes, she is funny, but homegirl really does lie a lot. So who's to say that she's probably, you know, just out here like, oh, let me make him sound even more bad? Because I really do feel like everything that we've seen of 2K talk about her, like, he's like, I don't want y'all ever bashing my baby mama. Like, at the end of the day, like, that's my son's mother. Like, don't bash her. Like, he's always getting out there saying those nice things towards her, but then she's never doing that about him. Like, she likes him to get bashed. So that's why I'm saying, like, who's to say? Do you know what I mean? Maybe he really is being authentic. Maybe he is being genuine about this. And maybe he's like, you know, like, oh, hell yeah, cool. Like, Winter's gonna have, you know, a sibling. And then she's probably over here just being like, ugh, you know, like, I think that there's something, okay, if I'm keeping it with you guys, I think that there's something that bothers her, that everyone looks at him on the internet like, oh, he's a good guy, he's a wholesome dad, he seems like a genuinely good person, and I think that she gets triggered by that, and I think that she tries to, you know, ruffle some feathers by making him sound a little bit more bad. That's just my little opinion here. Check out this clip.
I think it was strategic, and he found a way to monetize off of Winter. And he's trying to find a way to monetize off of this too. He doesn't want to look bad to anyone.
Right.
But like the actions just don't match up with the words ever.
Okay.
I just don't believe though. It's hard for me to believe the whole nice act.
Okay.
He's just
Like after
thinking.
everything. But like it was nice. Like what he did say, like most likely chat GBT and PR trained was nice. Lawyer trained, whatever. Maybe not. Maybe I literally cannot say whether it was him or not. I have no idea. None of us know except for
him.
There y'all saw her response to the whole entire situation. I don't know. This whole situation to me is like literally just a trip. I do have to say this, though. I think it's crazy for her to get up on the internet and make all these accusations, you know what I'm saying? Especially while she's literally pregnant towards him. And I think that he's even still handling that well. Do you know what I mean? I think that he's probably just so drained of this drama that he's just like, oh my gosh, like homegirl's gonna go get up here and lie about that. Do you know what I mean? And obviously we've continuously saw that Brianna Olsen is kind of like the one who keeps the drama going, which I always say that I understand it's for the views, do you know what I mean? But like, damn, that shit's getting old, girl. Like, it's time to drop it. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like she's gonna end up doing some like really bad damage. Because y'all, let's just go ahead and say, like, what if the court situation comes down to 2K getting full custody? Do you know what I mean? Like, he could be shady and be like, you know what? Like, you're never gonna see Winter. Do you know what I mean? If you know he ends up getting full custody. So that's why I'm just like, damn, she needs to chill out. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.